Nightly greetings, one and all. William Theo here, homegrown and happy to be bringing you PTV News now. Anti-Semitism is rearing its ugly head once again in Europe, no thanks to the fallout of the month-long and lopsided war by Israel against Hamas and the Palestinians in Gaza in retaliation for the October 7 terrorist and brutal attacks on Israeli civilians and foreigners. In Germany, where there is still residual atonement for the Holocaust that killed 6 million Jews in World War II, at least a couple of thousand cases linked to the Israel-Hamas conflict have been reported, the federal police claims. As a result, German authorities have immediately deployed security at certain Jewish institutions, but that did not stop two men from hurling Molotov cocktails at a synagogue in Berlin recently. The country's domestic intelligence agency chief warned of a return to Germany's darkest hours, while Vice Chancellor Robert Habeck pleaded to far-left political organizations and Muslim groups for sobriety and restraint. Criminal and nefarious activities perpetrated by Chinese nationals have branched out of the mega city and spread elsewhere throughout the mainland Luzon. Case in point, the arrest over the weekend of 17 Chinese nationals in a community in Jaro, Iloilo over allegations of cyber sex crimes and computer-related acts of fraud. The roundup of these 17 Chinese nationals, of whom only 6 have current passports, indicate that Chinese criminal personalities or organized crime have branched out of the mega city or the national capital region, where almost all illegal pogo operations have been busted and dismantled. Law enforcement would like to know and are investigating whether this group of 17 is just a part of another larger criminal group engaged in shady and unlawful business. Should any one of them try to post bail, he or she or all of them will be referred or recommended for violation of the country's immigration laws. Families, kin, friends of those taken into custody by Hamas on October 7 are stepping up the pressure on the Netanyahu government to forge a deal with Hamas to release the hostages no matter what it takes or cost. Fears grow over a wrong move by the Israeli Defense Forces that could inadvertently put the lives of these Israeli men, women, children, and foreigners in danger. VOA's Natasha Moscovaya filed this report from the protesters' encampment in Tel Aviv.
A crowd in Tel Aviv, Israel, rallying in support of the Israelis and others held hostage by Hamas for a month now, chants in Hebrew, Achshav, Achshav, meaning now, now.
Every moment that Inbar and all the other are there, it's risking their life, and all the airstrikes and the ground invasion is really risking their lives, so we cannot wait anymore. We are expecting from our politicians to do everything to bring them home now, to pay any price.
Noam Alon, whose girlfriend Inbar Hayman was kidnapped October 7 from the Supernova Music Festival in South Israel, says that after protesting almost daily for the past month, he is sleeping in a tent in front of the Israel Defense Forces headquarters in Tel Aviv, along with other people whose loved ones were abducted to Gaza.
We are fighting to get them back. We are begging on any platform, anyone with influence, just to get them back. They are innocent people who did nothing wrong, old people who need their medications. I can't even imagine where they are or what is being done to them.
4 weeks have passed, with Hamas still holding about 240 hostages in Gaza. Their families decided to ramp up the pressure on the Israeli government to make sure their release is top priority. Families are frustrated not only with the government, but also with the world, which they feel cares mainly about humanitarian access to Gaza civilians. Lisa Shpalansky speaks of her 19-year-old cousin Karina Ariev.
And we saw a video of her being kidnapped by Hamas. She was with two other girls inside a jeep. We saw that she was hurt in the face. And other than that, we don't know anything. Nobody tells us because nobody knows. Hamas doesn't release any information about whether they're fine.
She says the Israeli Defense Forces gives 200% to bring the hostages back, but the world needs to do more.
They're hypocrites when they call us out for trying to get back our families. But if it were their family, wouldn't they move heaven and earth for them?
Israeli artist Hila Galili has built several installations calling attention to the hostages. She says her work reflects the impossible situation of their families.
משפחות נמצאות במצב שהן לא יכולות לצעוק.
Hostages' families are in a situation where they can't talk because of the fear of retaliation against their loved ones.
את האנשים שלהם, יתחשבנו. גם החטופים בטח לא מסוגלים.
The hostages also can't raise their voices because they're locked up, and they're tied up. So I'm standing like this, and sometimes when you're standing silent, the scream is much louder.
מעבר לזה שכשאתה עומד שקט וסותם את הפה, אז הצעקה היא הרבה יותר חזקה.
One of the hostages' relatives told the crowd that humanitarian aid should be cut to Gaza until the Israeli hostages receive aid as well. Others demanded release of the hostages as a condition for a ceasefire. All seem to agree that with the military operation in Gaza, the hostages are in harm's way, and the Israeli government and the rest of the world need to do more to secure their release. Natasha Mozgovaya, VOA News, Tel Aviv, Israel.
And right now, let's get up to speed with what's up lately in Pine City. Ala?
Naimbag Arabi, Pilipinas. Tapno may pasagrado ang natalga dagiti magatgatang a Christmas lights kan dumaapang dekorasyon. Nagsukima ti DTI kadagiti pagtagilakwan iti Baguio City. Kitkitaan ti DTI no pimasa iti standard kan adaan iti kaskanan a certificate dagiti may laklako a Christmas lights. Balakad da kadagiti customer kitnaan ti labels kas iti manufacturers address ken tinagan ti importer ti Christmas lights. No locally made kitaan ti PS mark ken no mat imported kitaan ti ICC sticker. Nagdwa-dwa kadagiti magatang a Christmas lights mabalin nga agturong iti opisina ti DTI. Palagip ti ahensya ti panangsukimat ang nalaing dagiti consumers kadagiti Christmas lights agatangan da tapno maliklikan ti anyaman nga insidente.
Best thing to do is i-report ito immediately sa DTI and we will take action. Kung sakali naman po na nabili natin to online, kasi most of the items, some of the items also are being bought online. Kung wala pong itong ICC sticker or PS mark, pwede po nating idulog, mag-file ng complaint sa Department of Trade and Industry.
When operational nga indalwa ni Senador Marcos di panakaiwaras ti assistance to individuals in crisis situation kadagiti 2,000 limagasot a barangay health workers. Kadwa, ti Senador da Governor Jerry Singson dadto mga opisyalis iti probinsya ken ti presidente dagiti BHW. 3,000 pesos ti inawat ti tunggal benepisaryo. Impakamumat ti Senadora ti Mad-Anal ang Magna Carta for BHW amang ipaay iti may kari a benepisyo kadagiti health workers.
Kaya talagang tinutulak ko na mapasa itong Magna Carta na ating barangay. Tinutulak po natin ang allowances na sana standardized. Gawin din scholarship ang ating mga anak, ang subject sa ating iba't ibang minimum package of benefits, including PhilHealth and life insurance.
Dagiti damdamag, manipod ito'y PTV Cordillera, siyak ni Alas Sumduan, Naimbag Arabi.
And that's a wrap for tonight. We look forward to you joining us again tomorrow night for the latest breaking events, same time, same channel, and never forget to be aware, keep fit, give thanks, be of use as you catch the news right here. William Theo wishing you a restful night ahead.